Hey, it's Felice, totally awake, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, then welcome. And if you're a returning viewer, then welcome again. Now today, I wanted to talk about that paradise picture that's been going around the Exjw community. Did you guys see it? It's looking pretty futuristic, right? Some might even compare it to like Star Trek or even AI. Some are even wondering, did a real person draw this? Some, Star Trek lover, young generation, real tech savvy, or is it AI? I don't know. But if you haven't seen it, here's a picture of it. Now, this picture is coming from the book Walk Courageously with God that was released at the Jehovah's Witness annual meeting that they have. I was able to find the original picture on their website, jw.org. If you click on the new book, Walk Courageously with God, in section 3, the conclusion part, there you'll see that picture right under paragraph 13 that reads, "Picture the time when this whole earth will be at peace and we will welcome back from the dead all those whom Jehovah kept safe in his memories." Imagine meeting the men and women of courage whom we have discussed in this book and so many more. Do you think that any of them will regret that they chose to serve Jehovah in Satan's old world, even paying for their courage with their lives? Of course not. And what about you, as you work alongside them to help transform this earth into a global paradise? Will you ever regret the courage and love for Jehovah that you showed during these last days? Certainly not. Be determined then to keep showing courage right down to the end. For all eternity, you will be glad that you did. So this is the Jehovah's Witness end goal. This is their end goal, to make it to this paradise earth that they're governing nobody, leaders, have promised them. Okay? That's their end goal by any means. So if it means shunning their loved ones to get to this paradise, to include children, parents, sisters, brothers, uncles, aunts, cousins, and friends, doesn't matter, okay? There's no discrimination, okay? It means letting yourself or loved one die refusing life-saving blood transfusions, okay? Children die, including babies, refusing life-saving blood transfusions because of their doctrine. That's what you have to do to get to this paradise. It means they will also follow a two-witness rule set in place by the Jehovah's Witnesses that protects pedos. They tell people that they have to have a second witness if a brother or sister comes to them and say, "Hey, my child says that brother such and such or sister such and such has done this to them." If they don't have a second witness, they pray about it and leave it in Jehovah's hands instead of taking it to the proper authorities, the police, and letting them do their investigation and letting the child get the proper help that they need. No, they don't do that. They don't even care about that, because for what they know, everything will be fixed and perfect in paradise. Just wait for paradise to fix it, right? They will do whatever their leaders tell them to do to get to this so-called paradise, because they're so paradise bound, they're no earthly good. Anyway, this illustration looks totally different from the illustrations that I grew up being exposed to. I mean, they've come a long way. I guess they have to keep up with the times, right? But see, we thought that the world would have came to an end by now, but just take a look at some of these older illustrations. Pretty big difference, right? Where's the lions and the tigers and the bears? I mean, the people are definitely dressed more modern. And at the time, I guess, we never thought that we would see a time when they had to update the pictures of paradise. So one thing we do know for sure that everybody's been pointing out is that pizza is going to be there. Yeah, they got the pizza oven going, but it's not going to have any pepperonis on it because there's not going to be any meat on paradise, because no killing of any animals will be allowed. So I don't know about y'all, but I like my pizza with some pepperoni and cheese meat, please. okay? Here, record me. As I was saying, pepperoni and cheese meat, please, okay? I mean, because I'm saying they want you to be with all these fake, phony Jehovah's Witnesses for the rest of your life and not have no pepperoni pizza? Please. Gotta have the pepperoni. Growing up, you know, that was kind of a concern. Thinking about how there would be no meat on Paradise. But the thing about it is, you know, they would tell us that we would taste all of these great vegetables and fruit, and we might taste, you know, a vegetable that tastes so good, a mushroom that tastes so good that it tastes like meat. And that's how we would be convinced that it's okay, don't worry about it, you know. We talked about riding on the whales for 3 years at a time, if you wanted to. Yes, we grew up thinking that we could ride on whales, you know. Because what's a 3-year vacation when you're living forever? To another land across the world, and, you know, it would just be some more of Jehovah's people, and we could just stay with them for the next 3 years. We didn't even have to know them. They would just take us right in, you know. Because everybody is God's Jehovah's people, you know. How crazy was that? We were all ready to see the giraffe. No, they literally made us think we could really play with the lions and tigers and bears. That we could have a pet lion, you guys. Imagine that. Feed the giraffes. You know, I'm starting to think that Watchtower is in some type of competition with Disney, you know, Universal, because that's kind of what this looked like. That's what it's kind of giving. It's giving like, you know, Animal Kingdom, Volcano Bay mixed together if they were to have a baby, you know. That's what I'm thinking. They like, you know, first of all, the big mountain with the waterfall, that reminds me of the volcano, you know, the mountain in the picture with the waterfall, and then Volcano Bay, it looks so similar, right? And then the animals and everything, that kind of reminds me of like Animal Kingdom at Disney World. And I feel like they saying, bump y'all, Disney, bump y'all, Universal Studios. This what we about to have in paradise forever. Y'all think y'all got that right there? What y'all got? That's about to be destroyed. We about to live forever in this right here. See what we got right here? It's right here. Okay? Y'all, but seriously, they have actually, I think, have been taking inspiration from Disney and Universal for a while. I did a video 3 years ago on the 2022 convention, and just look at this little clip and what I said. You're going to talk about, as elders, how many cases of CSA you pushed up under the rug? Oh, please. So I thought this part was pretty funny. You have the girl just laying with the tree and the snakes. She ain't scared of no snake. We're going to be able to sleep with beasts, honey. Y'all going to be able to sleep with some beasts in that paradise. She ain't scared of no snake. She's sleeping right up under there, under that tree in the nighttime. She ain't scared of nothing. So this girl right here was so sad in the old life. And now she's so happy listening to him play that guitar in the new system. With her head cocked to the side like that, see? And all these people just walking towards the end of that cliff together towards the sun. Ah, Sapanya. Okay. I see the little Lion King vibes, the little Lion King inspiration they got here, you know. Now, was that Zazu, the little bird that flew by? That's what it reminded me of, y'all. They be copping off people and everything, but, you know, let me ask you something, Jehovah's Witnesses. Did you see yourself in this video? Did you see yourself in paradise here, in this paradise? No, you didn't. Because you're not going there. The people that you seen in the video, they're going there. They were already there. Because the paradise you seen, that they made up, okay? That they're, you know, so perfectly giving you this great image of, that's paradise. That's the paradise. That's paradise. They made that up. And that's the closest you will ever get to paradise, okay? That's the closest you'll ever get to the paradise that they describe. in their videos that they're producing. They're producing what they're describing, what they've described all of this time. They're producing it in the videos for you because it ain't coming. So they're going to go ahead and give you as close as you'll get to it in these videos. So you think about that. And you think about what you're wasting your life on. Who you're wasting your life listening to. Somebody that got in court and said that it would be presumptuous to say that they were the modern day disciples and that this was God's channel. Why are you listening to him? Let me know what you guys think about this picture and, you know, how some of the artwork has changed over the years. What are your ideas? If you were raised a Jehovah's Witness, what did you grow up thinking paradise would be like? Leave me your thoughts down below, okay? Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe. Call it back with another one, all right? Oh yeah, and comment. Thanks, daughter. I have one of my daughters being my camera woman right now for me, so that works out. All right, see you in the next one.